Welcome, travelers of the internet, to Bright Helm Recording. This is your host, Master Barkle, playing the Pillars of Eternity 2. Last we left off, we were on the way to Nekataka to get ourselves some flags of the Principi to get to Fort Dunlight. Or Deadlight, not Dunlight. So let's get to that again, once again.
When I was a little boy, so my mother told me, way, haul away, we'll haul away and go. That if I did not kiss the girls, my lips would all grow moldy. Way, haul away, we'll haul away and go. To me, way, haul away.
Nekataka. Uh-oh. Already getting jumped by a gang. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armored Amawa. The leader briskly leads them to intercept you. The harbor master looks you up and down with pursed lips. She looks past you towards your ship.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Amawa cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers too.
As her attention returns to you, the Amawa's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, Koha. I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka.
Well, Bereth has tasked me with finding Aethys. He's walking across the dead fire looking for luminous Andra. The harbor master and the women and men with her look to each other in shock and amusement.
Is that so? Well, Andra told me to protect the harbor, and Wodika herself signed the order. They would have had Gallowayne do it, but he was sick this morning.
It's a strange task. The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbor master on the back for her joke. Oh. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly, falling with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell.
Show them. Show them what you are.
Okay, let's concentrate on folding the edge of the in-between. You close your eyes and turn your mind inward, blocking out the sounds of the harbor and the menacing pack of guards. Soon, all you can hear is the rushing of blood in your head and a muffled chime ringing somewhere far away.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
She has no idea who I am. The tall stag.
Bitch!
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic. 2 successful peals followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbor master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention, and yelling in your face. But you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows and slows and slows and slows.
Now.
What? What is this?
Now my ghostly pals are laughing at you.
Run for it! So much for discretion.
It'll be fine. Carry on the adventure. But first, we gotta loot the docks, of course. There's just food just lying about. Some cannon shot there. Now, we need to find a black market source for a Principi flag. So we need to maybe sniff out some information at like a tavern nearby or something. Where's a nearby tavern? The Wild Mare sounds like a tavern. There's a map emporium. Estates, a back alley, a fashion, fish, hunting and sundries. There's a shipwright. Let's go check out the armor first. A cobbler, huh? The gullet sounds like a down low place. We could go to Sacred Stair. Alrighty. Oh hey, it's Palagina. How you doing, Palagina?
Watcher. Tiverus. Is it really you?
Hey, I know those feathers. Palagina!
It's been ages. But what's happened to your armor?
You two know each other? I mean, I wouldn't be jealous if you did.
Jyoti's eyes flick back and forth between you and Palagina. She bites at her bottom lip, but says no more. You're alright, Jyoti. You're alright.
Know this last Cap? Oh, I weren't aware you favoured feathers.
Why is everyone assuming that? Palagina's mouth hangs open in shock, though her hair and feathers have the same immaculate grooming as when you last saw her. Her breastplate's 5 suns have been carefully scratched off. She looks down at the armor and backs up to you with a pained glance.
I am sure that even at Cadnua, you must have heard what happened when I returned to the Republics.
I did. I'm sorry things worked out for you. Or didn't work out for you. She glances away and gives an appreciative nod. You can see the muscles in her jaw clenching as the seconds pass.
The Republic survived. That is the most important thing. And here the company's business seems to be getting on fine without my interference.
Well, since you're no longer part of them, I could use your help. I'm hunting down Aethys. Her eyebrows arch, the membranes of her eyes sliding out and back as the weight of your words hits her.
I suppose I should not be surprised considering all we went through. But no, I will not be coming with you, Watcher. I would be lucky if I wound up dead.
Very well, then. Farewell, Palagina.
Kores, Watcher.
A mixture of sadness and anger flashes across her face. It is quickly replaced by her familiar, calm expression. She nods once, then turns to go.
Good riddance and safe travels to you.
Oh, goodness, Jyoti. Squeaky chair. Let's go to that, tavern, the Wild Mare.
The Hazanui is at the palace, blaming the Valians for attacking one of their ports.
Well, did they?
Of course not. But the Queen must calm them down before they go to war over it.
Okay, so there's some hearings going up at the palace. Alrighty, is this the rumor mill?
Welcome to the Wild Mare, friend.
A jovial man at the bar grins and motions you closer. His arms are corded with thick muscle and cross-hatched with scars.
Now, what can I do for you?
Let's see what you got
See
for
anything
sale.
you like? You let me know.
Okay, you got some rooms. Ooh, +1 to all skills. Yeah, we could use a rest. We still got those curses of atrophy on me. +1 to all skills and spells. Luca?
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
Alrighty.
Hello,
Abaco.
my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
Avalian shouts over the din of the wild mare to get your attention, turning a great many heads to study your exchange. He takes a hearty swig of his tankard. Sorry? Do I know you?
Not yet, but I know that we will be fast friends. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Huck? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Huck?
Leaning in close, he sips from the tankard and loudly sucks moisture from his upper lip. The sound of your drink into my ear is kind of repulsive.
Sientere.
He blinks and steps back. Well, at least he's polite.
I am Abaco, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for...
He clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment. The tankard slips in his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly.
So, you were saying?
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
He stamps his feet, kicking up a spray of spilled ale.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Huck.
Oh, so you sell bounties. Okay.
You will take the job? You will take the job.
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing to the corners of his eyes.
Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then.
He drains the tankard and tucks it under his arm to retrieve his sheaf of notes.
I will start you on Marian, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Maje and heading west of Maje Island.
Okay, well, I'll return with her head, I guess. Still not the rumor mill we're looking for.
What places is that old man?
You sound like another quest giver. Maybe we need to head to the gullet. There's the kitchens area. Yeah, they probably for me. Emir?
It's mine now.
Oh, there's something in the cushions.
Sure.
Ooh, a Juana charm belt. Sweet.
See something you like?
The dancer turns to greet you, a coy smile tugging at his lips. He's short for an elf, but no less graceful for his lacking height. His long face and dark eyes lend him a solemn air, but any hint of gloom is chased away by the wash of color in his cheeks.
Aloth, this is the last place I expected to see you. Have your interests changed so much since our time at Bragon Hill?
A grin lights up Emir's face. He fidgets with his hair self-consciously, smoothing it down where it's been mussed.
No, I still enjoy tile puzzles and deflecting personal questions. Anyway, what are you doing here?
He looks away as though he's trying to ignore Emir's eager gaze.
I could ask the same of you.
He laughs lightly, a hand over his mouth.
I make my own hours, meet fascinating people, and the coin's nothing to sneer at. Better than stuffy old books and unflattering robes.
He casts a critical eye over Aloth's outfit. He opens his mouth to speak, but decides better of it. Well, introduce me to your handsome friend, Aloth. How you doing?
This is Emir, an old friend from my academy days.
A pleasure to meet you. It's good to see you again, Aloth. Anyway, I should get back to it. Be well.
He smiles warmly at Aloth, blush coloring at the tips of his ears.
It was lovely seeing you.
He catches himself, looking panicked.
Perhaps lovely is too strong a word. I meant pleasant. Perfectly agreeable.
He looks at you, chagrined.
I can see where I may have confused the poor fellow in our academy days.
Mm-hmm.
'Twas a right fierce labour getting the lad to finger any flesh that were covering his spelly books.
Isselmere growls.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
I'll leave
Till
you to
later,
it.
then.
Get some juicy stories out of Aloth later, I guess. Got free loot just hanging about. That's nice. I guess we'll talk to one of them. A burly dwarven man hums a jaunty tune to himself as he fastidiously organizes his collection of scented oils. When he hears you enter the room, he greets you with a smile and humongous outstretched hand. His grip is strong and sure.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins?
He slaps his knee with a bark of laughter.
Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? I crack myself up. Gets me every time.
He wipes a tear from his eye, still chuckling.
Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
I don't really need any of that. Sorry. I'll be gone then. So I guess these are the entertainers. So you could pay for a massage, pay for looks like some BDSM or a dance, I guess. Entertainment.
Voice for shanties these days. Too much salt in the air.
Not even my Vithrak darling.
Vithrak
Hey,
darling.
falsetto per complancanet.
That's weird. In case you don't remember, Vithrak are the spider people. I wouldn't want to sing about them. That's all I'm saying.
Keep your voices down, my cullies.
Guessing they're fishing or something. Or maybe they're hiding loot and treasures. What's going on there? What's going on there?
You want something?
Yeah. What are you doing? I don't know. Maybe they're fishing, and that's why they say be quiet. You'll scare the fishies away. Okay, where will this road take me? East. I want to go east or north. I feel like both are kind of the right way towards the gullet. You leave the bustle of the crowds behind, making your way along the winding path into the gullet. For a time, the path ascends the mountain. Even so, the cramped walls and run-down Juana buildings close in around you, obscuring your view. You come to a dark passage jutting through the mountain, just wide enough to accommodate a wagon. The path here descends steadily into the rock face. After a lengthy journey through the dimly lit tunnel, you come to the gates of the gullet. The stench hits you first, a foul mixture of rot, stale air, and bodily odors. You notice a guardsman pushing a cart heaped high with moldering food, which must account for some of the smell. Ahead, the homes of the gullet emerge as a collection of lights amidst the darkness. You hear the rush of water below, and a frigid breeze wafts up from the unseen depths like an exhalation. Yep. I bet we'll find pirate flags in here.
Traveler. Surely you've a scrap to spare.
I mean, I could. A gaunt Raparu woman grabs for your leg. She paws at you with a weak grip, fingers bone-thin and trembling.
Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry.
Let's just give her some food, I guess. The woman snatches the food from your hand with surprising speed, eyes darting a glance for any onlookers before she shoves it between her teeth. She gnaws desperately, swallows, chokes, chews again, and speaks with a mouth half full from the next bite. Hardtack. You were that desperate for some hardtack. Wowzers.
Thank you. I'll share it, I swear. Thank you, traveler.
Share it? The Raparu touches two gaunt-knuckled fingers to her lips. Okay. Well then. What's this? A refuse pile. Bet that's the trash pile. Let's go dumpster diving, I guess. What the hell is this?
Sure.
Half-eaten food scraps litter the pile. A rancid stench rises from it. What? Is there hidden treasures within it? Why so much trash just there? I guess trash has got to go somewhere on the island. The Narrows, Pitley's Sanctuary, Thalus's home, Inoi's home, Old City Lift, Biha's home, and The Hole. The Hole sounds like the tavern of the area, so we could possibly get some information from there.
They took him. For what? Pataro's the second this month.
Pataru?
And they say the pittings aren't increasing. Do they lie to themselves or just to us? At this rate, who'll be left to suffer the Mataru's ire?
Oh, you got an ogre just chilling out in here.
Ain't exactly an hole in the wall, is it? Well, account of it being an hole in the floor. Never mind.
Have you lost your wits?
Leave it to me.
Well, hot wind redolent of vomit and mold wafts from the hole. I guess that's the trash chute. What we got back here? A worried pig.
I'm starting to miss the gruel in Gilded Vale.
Onyx. Alrighty. Fear, nah? An Orlin covered toe to ear tip in sable fur leans against the bar, counting change. She gives you a wide, easy smile when she notices your approach, then slips the coins into her pocket with a wink.
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself, and don't fall in. Need something?
Well, you don't have much information for me. As a shopless imp. A Zalrip. Huh, even the Kawaru here. There's a Vithrak just hanging about in the corner, all shady-like. This Rawatayan sits ramrod straight on the table near her. Near her are a half-empty liquor bottle and a small porcelain cup. Both smell of anise. She looks like she's trying to blend in, but her unnatural stillness and her bright, spotless attire makes her stand out like a reef fish against the rocks. Her eyes find yours.
Harami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect any foreign merchants today?
Seduzi keeps her eyes on you, even as she speaks to the soldier. There is only a brief pause.
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
The captain shifts uncomfortably.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise.
She glances around quickly, as if she expects someone to jump out of another corner of the tavern. Well, I guess I don't have business with you. Man, not many ways of generating any information. Some loot on that table. That's a lab. Odd that it's here. There's a big old room here. Some gold-packed mercs, I guess. I don't think they will have any information.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up. Swapped in sparkling, cat.
Oh, a forsaken cat. Dude, the Six Toes cat. What a name. So Seraphin did say I could possibly get it from a black market of sorts. And that's primarily why we were going to taverns, is seeing if we could find one. But we didn't. Maybe the Narrows hold something? Definitely sounds like a shady place. Oh. A man saunters over to you with a jagged smile. He's got a long, crooked scar on his forearm, and he's rolled up his sleeves to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
He brandishes a knife. One of his companions grins widely enough to show you all of his missing teeth. But the way they're all gathered around you, leaving their own backs exposed, tell you they haven't been here long either. Oh yeah, this'll be fun. The thugs look at one another and exchange a few panicked whispers.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
He smiles, backing away. They hurry off and disappear back into the crowd. They saw one look at Tunk, and they were like, yeah, screw this.
Sure.
Beneath the dirt and mildew, these carvings look finely detailed and very old. Alrighty, back on the journey to the Narrows. You enter a dim alleyway that reeks of urine and torch smoke. Long passage stretches to your left and right. Shadows move in the guttering torchlight, but they're nothing more than shapes at this distance. The chatter and bustle of the gullet continues behind you. Left. This tunnel ends, but another branches off. The only sounds are the crackling of torches and the steady drip of water. Now let's go right. You come to a door. It's as solid as the stone around, with no handle and no knob. It's deathly quiet on the other side. You rap gently on the door and the sound echoes as if in a wide, empty space. Guess we'll turn around, go left. To the right you hear the din of a multitude and smell of the musk of many bodies. So that'd be outside, right? Broadens into an exit. Yep, to the gullet. Let's turn around, head right. You trudge along the darkened passage and reach an intersection. The tunnel branches off to the right. You hear the distant murmur of voices down the darkened path, but see no one. Let's go right. The tunnel branches to the left. The floor around the entrance is spattered with something as thick and dark as tar. It looks like Zvef. Let's go left. A handful of guards emerge and block your way, crossing their thick arms over their chests. One of them spits a viscous black glob at your feet. He rolls a dark plug between his teeth. Better head back, friend. It's invitation only past here. Well, it may not be the market. We'll take a look around. Go back right. And then we go right again from here. On your left is an abandoned merchant stall displaying cheap jewelry. Let's inspect that merchant stall. Laid out are various trinkets made from junk necklaces, strung with fish bones and shoe buckles and bracelets made with shards of broken glass. But the curtain sways and flaps as if stirred by a draft. You twitch it aside and discover a secret passageway. On your left is behind the curtain. That's where I wanted to go. You check the tunnel one more time to make sure no one is watching you. Then you slip behind the curtain and into another passageway. You're walking along when several hooded figures materialize out of the darkness. Not so fast. You gotta pay a toll if you want to visit Delver's Row. Good folk. Open markets are vital to a healthy economy. Would you turn away a paying customer? They look at each other and shrug. Just this once. The guards in the tunnel nod and let you through. You continue on, and the rough stone changes to smooth cobbles under your feet. Wan lamplight shivers ahead, as yellow and tremulous as fear itself. Before you is a narrow cavern that writhes with shadows and echoes with the music of jingling coins. Enter Delver's Row. So, what is this, huh? Oh, it's a market. And a rat. An Orlan woman stands over a table laden with herbs and spices. She mixes them without looking at her work, pausing now and then to raise a sprig or file to her nose. You realize she is blind. Well, thanks for...
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite.
What? I need supplies?
I have plenty. Though, if you're buying poison and ailment, mind you store them separate.
Okay, so you probably don't have what I need. Yup. Looks like it. Alrighty, street merchant. You
Looking for
have
something to sharpen the senses, to help you leave your sorrows behind. I got what you need.
I was looking more for a flag, but you're just a drug dealer. Okay. Fantastic. Hoy there, Rust. Figure in the shadow looks up at your approach, pursing his lips together in a crooked line.
I think you made a wrong turn, Bilger. You don't belong in the row.
Name's Roland Tallstag, not Bilger.
I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the gullet.
Oh, yeah?
You're the type of scab that bores me. Feel free to piss off.
Wait, what are you hiding back here, huh?
Why not?
Narrows to a dead end. Well, that's pointless.
You are looking for something, Aimiko? Perhaps I have it.
That's right.
Ernedza has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises.
The man chuckles. He peers at you through half-moon spectacles. His face is hidden behind a thick but well-groomed beard, and his eyes constantly dart between you and the doorway.
But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not tell me. Sometimes it is better not to know.
I just stumbled along this.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly.
Supplies.
Of course. Only do not tell anyone where you got them.
Garari? Garari? Curious. It's got really good armor rating. And it is super light armor, too. Other than that, you don't got what I want. Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty. How about you, Imwani? This grizzled old Amawa woman looks like she's been left in the sun to dry. Her skin is so worn and weathered, it's hard to tell her wrinkles from her scars.
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor? Umani has what you seek.
The old woman gives you a grin that multiplies the wrinkles in her face.
Old Umani's stock is tested in the hands and throats of the fiercest sorts in the gullet. Never will you find a better selection.
Okay. That's a good deal of money. I feel it's money worth it. Ooh, a stray dog. Alcohol.
Something approaches.
The Spindle Man, a Vithrak, with some ogre guards, I see.
Look at this.
What is this Kith creature?
The Vithrak cocks its head and focuses its many eyes on you. Its strange companions also stare at you with unnatural intensity.
Ugh, it's making my skin crawl.
Same.
What secrets does it bring?
You feel a gentle scratching in your head. Another voice speaks directly into your mind.
Let us see. Let us see.
The Vithrak clicks its claws together in delight.
Keep your other eye open, Cap. A fork probing ain't much to worry over, but I'll be a two-headed ogre if that's the only trick up them silk sleeves.
Meanwhile, the Vithrak scrabbles and slithers deeper into your mind. You could just talk to me. Why don't you ask me what you want to know?
The language of tongues is a dull, tedious thing.
It snaps its mandibles together.
Why ask when you can see for yourself?
It's just rude, you know? The Vithrak reaches further into your mind, plucking and picking at your memories.
A watcher, the deerwood, the untamed wilds of the living lands. A death, a life, a wide sea, stirred by storms and pirates and...
Aethys's giant, glowing head surfaces in your mind.
Ah, a wonderful secret.
You hear the Vithrak clack and rub its mandibles together. It reminds you of a glutton licking his lips.
I don't trust this creature. At all.
He eyes the Vithrak and looks toward the exit. The creature's probing sight traces a question in your mind. Its strange companions stand perfectly still, waiting. I just need supplies, man. I can buy your grimoire. For a monk. That's a pricey grimoire. What nice spells does it have? Stuff I can get somewhere else? Goodness, that's expensive. Little silly. Man, where's the bloody Principi flag?
Back up. No shops this way, stranger.
The thug holds up surprisingly smooth hands, stepping in front of you. What do you mean? What are you guarding?
You think I'm standing here so I can tell you about it? Come on, go.
Flicks his fingers in a shooing motion, his nails shine in the torchlight. Can I get permission to pass?
That's up to Dario.
Who's Dario? Who's Dario? Just isn't any good ways of getting a flag, I see. Maybe we do have to get out to the seas and take down a Principi ship. While Seraphim may not like it, it's what's necessary.
Rolling, way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Old Gaspin held the Yenwood's crown before the revolution. Way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Duke Cadmus made the traitor pay, he had his retribution. Way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Way haul away.
An unexpectedly cold wind blows across the deck of the ship, and even after several hours has not abated. Eldengrim sheepishly knocks on your cabin door. When he enters, his skin is pale, his brow dotted with beads of sweat.
Begging your pardon, Captain, but this is an ill wind sent by Andra. We sailed too long without offering her tribute. She's sure to punish us if we don't give her what she's due.
He tilts his head towards the hatch, beckoning you to follow him on deck. What? So this wind is a natural phenomenon, nothing to worry about, really. You explain at length how ocean winds can shift over time and in certain places seem unnaturally cold or warm for extended periods of time. Eldengrim protests, but he has no educated arguments to make against you. In the end, the sailor acknowledges that you're the captain and must know best in a thin voice that suggests otherwise. By the following day, the cold wind has lifted. The crew appears satisfied, but there is a lingering worry that Andra has been slighted. Bunch of worry wusses. That's all.
The good ship now is rolling. Way, haul away, we'll haul away and go. Young Gathmin sought the Yenwood's crown, long past the Revolution. Way, haul away, we'll haul away and go. The watcher met him on the field, he gave him execution. Way, haul away, we'll haul away and go. To me! Way, haul away.
An argument from the deck pulls your attention away from the gentle rocking of the ship and the smooth expanse of blue on the horizon.
Half of those fish were floating belly up, cries Beodel. Better we throw out the whole catch than end up with a rot-bellied crew.
They looked alive enough when we hauled them out, Ikwick retorts, gesturing violently at the pile of fish on the deck. Fish die when you pull them out of the water. That's what fish do. Well, we could always just check it out, Tunk. Tunk sniffs at the fish, then turns up their nose at Beodel size. Seems Tunk's got more between their ears than some of our fellows. Well, let's check the fish for signs of disease. Let's judge the fitness, you know? I feel I'm the most experienced here. Several of the fish displayed discolored scales and bloated barrels. Several of the fish display discolored scales and bloated bellies. Clear signs of disease. It's possible their meat could sicken the crew. See? Beodel asked Iskawik, scowling. Are you trying to give us all the squatting splatters? Yeah, toss it back in. We don't need that. The wisest course, Captain. Beodel nods happily. The two hands dump the barrel overboard, returning the fish to the sea. And there you have a pretty uneventful episode of Pillars of Eternity 2. We found Palagina, but she doesn't want to join us. We made it to Nekataka and gave them all a big fright. But they had nothing that we wanted. We just want a pirate flag, which you'd think would be in a black market or something somewhere. We found tons of pirates in the gullet and all of that, but now we're in search of a pirate ship to just take it forcibly. Or maybe they want to rob us, and so it'll technically be self-defense and all of that, you know? Oh, when you go in search of honey, you must expect to be stung by bees. This is Master Barkle from Bright Helm Recording, signing off.